everyone. Welcome back. I probably should have checked. I think this is Flosstube 23. It might be 24. I probably should have checked that, and now I can't because I'm recording on my phone again. So, whoops. Either way, it is September 22nd, right? No, it's the 23rd. It's the 23rd. Anyway, I'm on my regular day this time. So, my kids were done with school a little early today, and I stole one of the chairs from the desks so I could come down and do my video. The oldest really wants me to take them to swim lessons today so that I can watch them swim. So, I wanted to get this done before I take them to swim lessons today. Let's see. Not a ton. I'm a day short this week because I recorded on Thursday last week. So, there was not a ton of stitching, but definitely some progress made. It was also, this weekend was also National Sew Your Jelly Roll weekend. So if you're not a quilter, you don't sew, a jelly roll is a pre-cut of fabric that are 2.5-inch strips by width of fabric. So that's what they look like. And then, so that's pretty much what I did. Friday, I cut all my fabric for my blocks, and then Saturday, I sewed for probably 4 or 5 hours. So it was really nice to be able to, have the husband just deal with the kids, and I can hear them fighting outside right now, so this should be interesting, because, yay. But, so I didn't get as much stitching done as I wanted, but I did get some sewing done, which is fantastic. So let's see. We'll just jump right into the cross stitch portion. My daily stitch that I do for the 100 days of HAED challenge, that is in the Stitch Talk HAED challenges group on Facebook. It'll be linked below. Apparently my brain is fried from cleaning the house. My husband and I are going out of town tomorrow. Our anniversary was last week. We're headed to Traverse City, Michigan, we got married up there at Crystal Mountain Ski Resort. So our anniversary was last week. We didn't have anyone to watch the kids until this week. So my sister-in-law is coming tomorrow morning. We are heading up and we're staying Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll come back on Sunday. So I'm really excited. And I know things are going to look different, with the social distancing, and from what I understand is they're not going to do regular tastings at the wineries, but you can get a flight and then go sit and enjoy it. So, because some of those places, you only have maybe 12 feet of bar space where you can do tastings, and before the pandemic, we were shoulder to shoulder. So now, to do social distancing, they can only have, 2 couples tasting, at some of the smaller places. So, we'll see. We'll make the best of it, and it looks like we should have pretty good weather, so I'm excited. So anyway, on to the stitching. So this is the first one. This is Mini Citrine. This is my daily stitch. And it's a Heaven and Earth design. I got a lot of stitching done on this. And because I'm on my phone, I can't do like the before and after. But I managed to get every little confetti thing filled in. I did a ton of confetti on Sunday. I think I did just over 650 stitches, and the majority of it was confetti. I just wanted to get a lot of this little stuff done so that I could, so I could roll it up more. So I did a lot of this in here, and then I finished up a lot of her wing. This frame makes it really hard to show you, but I didn't want to take it off. So here, we'll do this. There, then I can get it closer. So, and I do have like 1 or 2 spots right here that I plan on doing today. And then there is some right there. But that should get done today, and then I will be able to give that a little roll up so it's easier. Especially when some of the colors that I was filling in have like 1 or 2 stitches left for the entire project, and they're down near the bottom. So I'd like to get it rolled up so I can access the bottom, so I can get those 1 or 2 stitches done and get those colors back into my master DMC stash. So on, when was it? Oh, it was yesterday. I stitched on that, and I didn't really feel like doing a ton on it. So then I decided that I really wanted to work on Mini Dark Goddess. This is another Heaven and Earth Designs. This is by, the artist is Carol Cavalaris, and she recently passed away. I have quite a few of her pieces, and I'm really excited to stitch them because I love them. And there's so much purple in this one, but it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. So I'm working up here in this corner, and I have so much stuff on my sewing desk right now. I had to move my machine down because, so let's see. There we go. So you can see it. So I didn't get a ton done, but I got this darkest color right here. That's what I worked on yesterday. So that's where I'm at. And I had actually used this one for the 10,000 stitches between August 1st and September 30th in the official Heaven and Earth Designs group. And guess what? I would probably have to do about 1,000 stitches a day to, I think somebody's coming down here. I'd have to do about 1,000 stitches a day to make that goal now. So I'm obviously not going to make that one. But, you know, I'm easily enabled and I like to join all the things. So, hold on one second. I'm back. You know, there's always one kid complaining about the other kid. He did this, he did that. So, the only other stitching I worked on this week, as far as cross stitch, is, it is Sampler September, and I'm calling this a sampler. So this is from Batticore. This is Lavender Farm. And I actually got quite a bit done on this. I was really excited. This is on a 28 count lamb's wool Jobelin. And here's where it is. So, what I got done, I'm hoping I'm holding it far enough back for you so you can see the whole thing. So, I had half of this done, and this will have words in it, but I'm not doing, just like Halloween and cross stitch that I showed you last week, I'm not doing the back stitch until I'm done because I am stitching it in hand and I don't want to jack up those stitches. So I got the other half of this done. I only had the border done below it. So I got all the little girl done, her little pot, a bunch of the lavender. I got a bunch more of the lavender down here. And then she's standing on like a little set of stairs. And then I also got this done. I gotta say, I am not a fan of stitching so much white. My white stitches just don't look great close up, but no one is gonna come up and study this super close up. This also has words in it, so that will be done last. But there we go. So you can see the whole thing. I'm really excited about where I got. So it is not a traditional sampler, and that's okay. This is what I'm calling a sampler, so it's Lavender Farm. And I don't have my other light down here today. I forgot to grab it off my son's desk, so sorry if things are a little dark, but look how cute she is. She's so cute. And there's some back stitching for this lavender right here. And then she's holding a basket, so I haven't done that part yet, but I really like it, and I just had this crazy urge to stitch on it, so I did. And I figure it's sampler-like, kind of like a sampler. As far as plans for this week, so we're going to be gone. I'm actually probably going to put mini citrine in a Q-snap so that I can keep my daily progress going for the 100 days challenge. And then I'm probably going to take just one other project with me, and I think it's going to be this one. Now, I'm going to call this a sampler too, because it's my stitching and I can. But it's Little Dove Designs, and you guys have seen this one recently. So this was a Mania start, and I had picked it back up because I was super ready for autumn to get here. And it's here. It's officially fall now. First day of fall was yesterday. So I'd like to work on this, and I can show you where I'm at since I have the whole thing right here. It's all loose in the Q-snap though. Hold on a second. So that's where I am right now. So I think it'll be perfect for up there because the leaves should be changing a little more, and it's gonna feel more like fall up, 5 hours north of here than it does here. So I'm excited. So I'll probably just take this one with me, and then mini citrine, and those are the only ones I will take with me. I don't want my husband to think I'm gonna ignore him the whole weekend and stitch, but there are times when he does tend to doze off watching TV after we get back to the hotel room, and then I can stitch. So this is so funny. I was cleaning today, and there was a bin sitting over down here in my craft room, and I'm like, what is in that bin? Well, I opened it up, and it's all the stuff left over from when I had my Etsy shop open, and I was selling a lot of baby items. So there were 3 quilts and 1 blanket that were in there, and then a lot of like flannel burp cloths, and you could use them as like reusable wipes for diaper changes, stuff like that. So I got all of that organized, and I got it put into a smaller tote, and I think what I'll probably end up doing is create an Instagram account that's a destash account and put some of that stuff on there, because it's not, I mean, these are things I was charging like $5 to $8 for. Is it really worth the Etsy fees for that? So the thing is 2 of the quilts were some of the first quilts I ever made, and one has like a dog print fabric on it, and the other one was dinosaur print fabric. And I was like, you know what? Those are perfect for my kids. They can throw over their legs if they're chilly while they're doing school or whatever. So those are actually in the dryer right now, and I just realized you guys might be able to hear the dryer, and I'm sorry. I didn't even think about it. But the other one was this quilt. Now, just don't look too closely at it. But the so this is just a baby quilt. It's not that wide. I mean, it's pretty close to square. It's not quite square. It's close though. So this is actually fabric that I got at Joann's. This was I don't know if it was like a jelly roll or if it was a fat quarter bundle or a fat eighth bundle. I'm not sure. And this is hilarious. So my backing, all I did was fold it over to the front, and I made it my binding. And then I used a zigzag stitch because I wasn't confident in my straight stitching. I mean, I will say though, my points are not bad. Things lined up fairly good. So, and all I did to quilt it was, I just did every couple of rows, I just stitched in the ditch. So I just stitched right in the seam. So the back of it, oh, there we go, the dryer just shut off. so that the back of it just has a little bit of quilting. So and it still has my old Etsy shop name on it. I was Blue Stitch Baby on Etsy, and I renamed my shop once I decided that I was gonna get out of the exclusively baby market. But I don't know. I might have to put this on because honestly, there's not anything that I could do with it. I'm done having kids. I'm not having any more. So I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there that would see it and is like, oh my gosh, I like the colors. So we'll see. But the other blanket I found, I was super excited because it's gonna be confusing. Our nephew's girlfriend is having her second, and it's a girl. And I have this beautiful little butterfly blanket. It's just a piece of butterfly fabric, and then I put Minky on the back. And to keep the Minky, because Minky is awful to work with. It's so cute and fluffy and fuzzy, but it's awful to work with. So, I almost thought this wasn't recording for a second. It's easier on the tablet, but I feel like I get better close-ups with my phone. So I don't know. It's a disaster. Anyway, so I had, hold on and I'll grab it because it's just sitting right over here. So this is it right here. It's just all butterflies, and then it has Minky on the back, nice and soft. But when you sew Minky, it shifts a lot. Even if you pin and pin and pin and pin, it shifts a ton. So what I did is I sewed double after, because I made it kind of like you would make, I sewed it and then I flipped it inside out. And then what I did, let me see if I can find one, is I sewed around a butterfly, this one right here. So you can see the stitching right there to hold the Minky in place so that it won't slide around. And I probably did, I don't remember how many I did, maybe like 15 butterflies. That was the first time I had ever done any free motion quilting ever. So I went really, really slow and I took my time so I wouldn't mess it up. But I thought this was really cute. And her son Thomas, his room is all like kind of browns and oranges, kind of like a fox theme. And I thought this would be really cute for their little girl. So I'm going to give that to them, I think. Let's see. So that was old FFOs. Those were probably from 2013, maybe 2014. They've been around for a while. Now, the mail came today. Oh my, did the mail come today? Let's start with the cross stitch stuff, because let's see. Oh, one more. Okay. Okay, so I will do this first because it's huge. So I got the Serendipity bag from Fat Quarter Shop. I have the Bloomtopia bag. This is going to be a charity stitch along in, I think Kimberly said it's going to start in March next year, but the proceeds, it's a free pattern, but the proceeds go to Make-A-Wish in the Texas area. So I'm not in the Texas area, but I definitely don't mind donating some money for an amazing pattern. And we've already seen the pattern. It's definitely something I'll stitch, but I wanted to get the bag for it. So I'll probably use this bag until the Serendipity pattern comes out. And then these, so on Fat Quarter's website, they have this Cosmo Ada that they just, see, even on here, it looks gray. On their website, this looked more blue. And I was going to use it for the hands-on design Santa collection, the Santa little ornaments, because those are done on like a like a minty teal colored linen. I haven't really been able to find anything in Ada that I liked yet, or in even weave. But I saw these online and I thought, oh, that color will work. Well, these are like a gray. And they're 16 count. That's the only thing I can read on these packages, because the rest is not in a language I recognize. And I have no idea whether this is Japanese, Chinese, Korean. I have no clue. But, I mean, they're pretty gray color. They're just not, they're not the color I thought they were. So, let's see. I actually got to participate in, I should have taken this out before. I'm sorry, guys. In Bee Stitch Me, her Friday Night Fight Night, the most recent one that she had. And I am not a huge fan of the crazy colors. I like my stitching to be the focus. So I'm just going to try and take all 4 of these out at once. So I managed to get 4 pieces of fabric, which is crazy. And the funny thing is 2 are in one color and 2 are in another color. But they don't look anything alike because they're different fabrics. So the first one, this is Bronze Age. You guys, I got a 40 count even weave. I got a 40 count even weave. So that's Bronze Age. And since I can't see the fabric real great, I don't know if this is showing up true to color. But the other one I got is a 28 count Lugana in Bronze Age. And you'll be able to tell right away, this one's darker. They're super pretty though. There's like the slightest bit of modeling in them, but not a ton. So check out the color difference. Look at that. And I'm totally fine with it because they're 2 completely different fabrics. I can definitely see these getting used really quickly because I like them. They're a great neutral and they're great size pieces. So these 2 are Bronze Age. I can't believe I got a 40 count, you guys. I've never even done 36 count. I think I've only done 32 count. Maybe twice. I don't know. I'm easily enabled. So the other ones I got, so this is a 32 count Lugana. And this is Lotus. I think it's just Lotus, yeah. So this is Lotus. It's a really, really pretty light purple. And then this one is a 32 count even weave. And you should be able to tell right away that it's darker. So it's so funny because one leans more blue and one leans more purple. Maybe. Here, let me try this. Let me try folding them. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier. I apologize if you hear my stomach growl too because I'm hungry. I'm going to have a snack before I go take the kids to swim. All right, let's see. There we go. There. Now you can see the difference. So this is the even weave and this is the Lugana. There's a bigger difference in person than there is. If I had my other light, it'd probably be easier to tell, but you can kind of see it. So those were my fabrics from Brandy, and I'm definitely not going to put those back in the bags right now. Put them down on my nice clean floor. After all that cutting and stuff this weekend, I had little bits of thread everywhere. So then, once again, enabled again. So these are from Little Deer. So it's Little DEAR. And she's on Etsy. Hopefully you can see that good. There we go. These are stamped embroidery kits. And I used to do embroidery. Let me see. I wasn't going to take the whole thing out, but it's all I did was, I didn't get the entire kit. I just got the little stamp piece of fabric. So Look how cute. How cute. And then this one, I love this one. My granny taught me how to embroider. So cute. I mean, seriously. I hope this is my screen grab. Let's try it. There. So my granny had taught me how to embroider, just very easy, simple stuff when I was young. And I never did anything large with it. I mean, she was one of those that, you know, embroidered on pillowcases and stuff like that. But these guys here, they were so cute. And of course, I can't remember the Flosstuber that mentioned them now, but immediately I was like, I have to do that. So I ordered them. And if I remember who it was, I will link them below. But so once again, the website is Little Deer. And it's, I looked for Little D-E-E-R, and it's D-E-A-R. So Little Deer on Etsy. She has a whole bunch of stuff. And she has these ones that come in a full kit. So it comes with all of the threads and everything. But honestly, I have a ton of DMC. I don't need, for something like this, I don't need the full kit. Because I have plenty of floss. And then half of my order from 123 Stitch came in. I had gotten 2 charts because, you know, charts can't travel alone. It's like a rule. Well, it traveled alone because the other one is on back order. So I'll show that when I get it. But I got this. This is Let It Snow by Barbara Anna Designs. This is not a new one. This is from 2013. And I was thinking that one of those Be Stitch Me fabrics would be great for this. So I love it. I think it's adorable. It's just so cute. I love all these ones that have the little scissors. I know there's a glare. I'm sorry. I like all the ones that have the little scissors. So then I was looking for Celebrate Halloween from Madame Chantilly. And it's because Halloween is coming, it's out of stock at most places. But I happened to go on her Etsy site, and she had mentioned, I had seen down a little ways down in the item description that you could get PDFs from her if you sent her a message. So I did, and I didn't get Halloween, but I got spring and summer. And these are the worst copies ever. I printed these at work, and I apologize. So I got spring and summer. So I will be able to, I'm more of a stitch the season during the season kind of person. So these will probably get stitched next spring, summer. Or when I decide that I'm finally sick of the snow, which usually happens around March. I might start doing spring. So that's it for cross stitch stuff. As far as knitting goes, there it is. Remember how last week I left my sweater at work and I was so bummed? So I did miss out on a couple of days worth of knitting, but sorry, just toss my bag right up here in front of your face. So, oh my gosh. Get this. There we go. Separated for the sleeves. I'll stand up a little bit. So, separated for the sleeves. Sleeves are all, I hold my needle or my stitches on cables for my interchangeable needles, and then I just cap them. Because that way I can just put the needles on the end and start stitching it onto a longer cord so I can do magic loop as I work the sleeves. But I did get, this is where I was at last time, so I did get a couple inches done. I got a couple inches done. I'm in the section now where this is kind of the messy part because this is where my new beginning of round is. I've only gotten about an inch done from the start of the underarm. So I need to do 4.5 inches before I hit a decrease. So this is super easy, mindless knitting. I will probably, we're taking my husband's car to Traverse City because he got it a couple of months ago and has yet to basically take it out of town. So we're taking his car, which means he'll be driving. I'm not a good passenger. I don't like being a passenger. I much prefer to drive. So I'm going to have to keep something to keep my hands busy so I don't see how close he gets to other cars. I don't know. But anyway, so here's this. And just as a reminder, that is basic raglan from Joji Locatelli. The yarn is Madeline-Tosh in the color Denarius. And I don't know if they still have that color or not because Madeline-Tosh has had some changeover with ownership since I bought that yarn. So I'm not sure if they're still dyeing that one or not. Oh yeah. Along with the little deer embroidery kits, I got this cute little sticker. It's like you could stick it on your car. It's like one of those like nice vinyl stickers. And let me see if I can get it right here. I don't know if it's going to focus on it. I don't think it will. But right here, it's got her website. So she had these made specifically for her company. And it's beautiful. Thought about putting it on my van. Now, Erin Two Martini Stitcher had mentioned last week on her Flosstube about Jules having a destash Instagram, and she's Moonshine Crafter. Well, her Instagram is moonshine crafter _ destash. What did I find, guys? Yarn. It's beautiful. I mean, I love it. So it's a single ply, and it is from Dietastic, and they are Dietastic. There we go. Dietastic hand-dyed yarn. So they're on Etsy. And this is the color name is Hitchcock, and it's a merino it's 100% merino single. So I have lots of yarns that could go with this. It's so pretty. I love it. I love it. So if you are in need, she is a knitter. She's a stitcher. She makes project bags also, according to the little blurb at the top of her account. So go check it out. Moonshine Crafter _ destash. And I don't know if she has anything left right now, but keep an eye out because she's probably, everything I wanted already had a comment on it except for this one. So I managed to get this. All of my next please, no, those people wanted their stuff. Now, Fiat Quarter Shop. 2 packages came today. I don't know what happened. I hope I can splice them together. I got 36 of them done. So I have them all stacked over here in little piles for each block. And they're in order of how I'm sewing it. So I have the other 36 piles stacked up like that. So anyway, so I have more background fabric for a couple of quilts. I got, we'll show these both together because this is the back porch jelly roll. And this is me and my sister fabrics. So I also got charm packs. So I have lots of fabric to make a really cool quilt. And then this one is Bonnie at Home, or Bonnie's House. This is the Bonnie and Camille at Home collection. So Bonnie's are all like the reds, greens, creams, and taupes. And then Camille's are all of the rest of the prints from that line. So it's like the navies, the slightly brighter greens, the grays. But I just saw this and I really liked it because it's kind of holiday, but it doesn't scream Christmas. And then I got, I'm going to open this one up because it's, well, maybe I'm going to open it up. The worst is now I have to figure out how to splice 2 videos together. use my really sharp scissors. You can just look at those things and they want to cut you. So this is Bloomington from Lella Boutique. Aren't those colors pretty? So this is a charm pack, but I believe it's it's a layer cake. I'm sorry, but I think it's half the number of prints. It's like a smaller version, so it doesn't have as many of each print, because usually in a layer cake you'll get like 2 of each print. This one looks like it just has 1, but I loved it. And I think I have a charm pack of this. So, and then last but not least, I got 2 patterns. The first one is from Coriander Quilts by Corioder, and it is Woodland Whimsy. And I think that's what I'm going to use this fabric for. Because it doesn't scream Christmas, except there are little stars on the trees. But it definitely would be something that would be out year round. And then the other one I got is, it's funny because she showed this one. It's another Corioder from Coriander Quilts. It's called Patched, and she had showed, she's actually making this one right now on her Instagram, and I was like, oh, I really love that. And of course, it's a terrible copy because I did it at work, but I mean, look, it's so cute. And it seems fairly easy. So, we'll see. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to get stuff cleaned up and get my kids a snack so that they're not hangry at swim. So I'll get a banana and something else. But that's all I have for this week. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for, the shout outs and the love in the comments. Hopefully you guys have a great week and you have good weather. It's nice to hear that the smoke is clearing for a lot of people out west. So hopefully things can start getting cleaned up and people can figure out what they're going to do. So all my thoughts going out there. All my thoughts going to Sarah, my friend. She is not a stitcher, but her mother passed away this week from cancer. So I've been doing what I can to give her hugs from a distance, because she's probably 2.5 hours away from me. So it's not like I can just run and give her a hug. But so anyway, you guys have a great week, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.